Good morning from Mount Stewart. So it's not all chasing butterflies and doing all sorts of other rangery stereotypical stuff. Sometimes we've got to get hard graft here and just do all our admin and maintenance. So I've just got a little problem here with our forwarder. I've been gathering up the timber from the thinning works that we did a few weeks ago, and unfortunately just on our travels back and forward I managed to pinch one of the hydraulic cables just in the slew just here, so I have to disconnect it here, unravel all the other cable protection, trace the cable all the way back up into the control block up there, and take the cable off and get it repaired, and then put it all back together. I mean, that's just obviously a repair, but we also do all of our routine maintenance on all of our vehicles and other kits and machinery. So the likes of the buggy, that all has to be deep cleaned fairly regularly, and all the grease points done on it. There's grease points on all of the axles, front and back. Same goes for all of our timber crane, has all its grease points to do regularly, oil changes of course, things like that. But there's lots and lots of maintenance to do on all the vehicles, and it's not just vehicles actually. I'll take you into one of our workshops. Also got all of our hand tools to maintain as well. So actually just a couple of weeks ago, the team were working through and reshafting some of the tools that had snapped over the years. Makes these tools go a long way if we can just reshaft them rather than having to buy new all the time. It's why quite often with range teams you'll actually see us with wooden tooled shafts, tools, hand tools and things like that, rather than these sorts of ones, which they're okay, but once they break you can't really do much with them, you can't repair them yourself. So wooden tool shafts, best thing to do, repair them. And there's a good one here actually, one of those old tool bells. The shaft's starting to show its wear and tear, but with a couple of staples and pins in the tops it secures it for a little bit longer to work until that shaft finally fails and replaces it itself. So yeah, winter is quite often a good time to do all this sort of thing because the weather's usually absolutely crap, and you know, we're not martyrs, we do want to stay warm and dry sometimes. So having workshop days like this where we can just work through sort of all the backlog of various bits and pieces that need to be fixed or repaired or maintained, and obviously that's part of our compliance work as well, to look after not just ourselves but obviously the people who are visiting the estate around us as well. And lots of things to do as usual, and of course we'll see you next week.